Motown magic continues. The Tigers sweep the Astros.
And now they're headed to the division series to play the Cleveland Guardians.
Two supremely confident ball clubs coming into this series.
And the Guardians got something cooking again.
Ramirez is a machine.
Fair ball. Big pinch hit for Albanez.
These young Tigers, man, they just keep on pounding it.
A team like Cleveland could be very dangerous in October.
We know the Tigers really well, and so this is going to be a really fun series to watch.
Yes, sir, they are ready to rock in Cleveland, Ohio. We welcome you from downtown Cleveland, Progressive Field. It's the 2024 American League Division Series. It is presented by Booking.com. The Detroit Tigers, the Cleveland Guardians, American League Central Division rivals, matching up in Game 1 of this best-of-5 series. Hi, everybody. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Jeff Francoeur. We'll hear from Lauren Jabara in just a moment. And Frenchie, our 18th year on TBS covering postseason baseball. We've got 4 division series games today. It just doesn't get any better.
When you start in February, this is what you're working for. The Tigers have already got a little taste. Cleveland's been waiting 6 days.
Yeah, just like us here at TBS. We're glad to get started. All right, the Cleveland Guardians, the number 2 seed in the American League. Yankees had the best record. Guardians got the bye, and they have one of the great players in the game in Jose Ramirez.
Probably the most underrated player in the game. You talk about what he means to this city, what he means to this team. You ask anybody, this guy was 1 home run, 1 double shy of being only the 2nd guy to ever go 40-40-40 with home runs, doubles, and stolen bases. And for Cleveland, BA, as he goes, they go.
Well, one of the old baseball cliches is who to thunk it. And who to thunk it applies perfectly to the Detroit Tigers. What a finish to their season post-trade deadline to find themselves here taking down the Houston Astros in the wild card series.
Well, they sold at the deadline. Everybody thought, hey, they're going the other way. And all these young kids came up, and look what they did over the final 44 games. And as A.J. Hinch told us today, we're playing with house money. These guys are relaxed. They're playing loose. Of course, they're going to have Skubal, the Cy Young winner, we think, in the American League. But besides him, they mix, they match. Everybody loves it. They embrace the chaos. And I'll tell you what, man, this team might just be young enough and naive enough to make some serious noise in this series.
Yeah, Tarek Skubal will get the ball in Game 2. That means today is another chaos day for A.J. Hinch, and he is standing by down below with Lauren Jabara. Lauren.
AJ, you guys have been one of the hottest teams, if not the hottest team in baseball over the last 2 months. How do you continue to keep your young team locked in when the stakes continue to get higher?
Yeah, you know, we think we should be here, and we've played well enough to earn our way here, and belief goes a long way. It started a long time ago. We're a couple months into this now where we're playing pretty good baseball, and this series can be another example.
Appreciate the time. Best of luck.
You got it.
World Series winning manager with the Astros. Now at the helm of the Tigers. They're back in the postseason. He's got an opener on the mound again. Tyler Holton got the ball in Game 2 against Houston, against the ace of the Guardians, Tanner Bybee. We got lineups in first pitch. We'll hear from Stephen Vogt when we come back. The 2024 postseason on TBS is brought to you by Booking.com. Booking.yeah. Beautiful sunny day on a Saturday afternoon. Guardians, Tigers, Game 1 of this American League Division Series. And standing by down on the field, Lauren Jabara with Stephen Vogt.
Thanks, B.A. Stephen, you've experienced the postseason as a player. Now first time as a manager. What's your mindset and approach now to the series?
I just can't wait to watch our guys play. It's been such a fun season, and there's nothing better than playoff baseball, so I'm really excited to watch our guys play.
Stephen, enjoy it. Thanks for the time.
It'll be awesome.
Guys.
First-year manager taking over for Terry Francona. Big shoes to fill, and fill him beautifully. And he's got his team in the postseason. Second best record in the American League, Frenchie.
He was one of the great players, B.A. One of the great personalities, great teammates. And there was no doubt when he took over, I think we all knew he was going to do a great job. And he has done that and put his team in great position.
By the way, it is on this day 11 years ago, he had a walk-off in the division series against the Tigers. Stephen Vogt then playing for the Oakland Athletics. Another former Oakland A's catcher, A.J. Hinch. He's going to be pushing the buttons here today. It's going to be a fun series. So many moves and matchups. Here is A.J. Hinch's Starting lineup, the batting order brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, reminding you to get this season's flu and COVID-19 vaccines. Parker Meadows leads off, Kerry Carpenter, then Matt Vierling. In the middle, it's Riley Green, Colt Keith, and Spencer Torkelson. Bottom three in Hinch's order, Zach McKinstry, Trey Sweeney, and Jake Rogers. And a lot of new names that have already thrived in the postseason as the Tigers take down the Astros in 2. And now they get to the division series and face Tanner Bybee. And it is the 5th time that Bybee has pitched against the Tigers this season.
Well, you know what, BA? 2 weeks into the season, their ace, Shane Bieber, goes down. Someone has to step up, and that has been Tanner. You see those numbers right there. Has had a great year, logged a lot of innings. He's done a good job. He's going to come with that fastball about mid-90s. But his pitch, you're going to see, is the slider as the day goes on. Hitter's only batting 152 off it. You see the changeup right there. And then, of course, the big curveball for him. And catching him today is going to be Bo Naylor, of course, behind the plate. Jose Ramirez, Rocchio at short, Jimenez at second, Platinum Gold Glove winner, Josh Naylor at first base. And going around, Stephen Kwan, who was out quite a bit the second half, but back now, Lane Thomas, and John Kinsey Noel, who BA they call Big Christmas, getting the start in right field.
Love that. Great nickname. Adam Beck gets a call behind the plate, his very first division series. Congratulations to Adam. That's Ramon de Jesus at first base. Jim Wolf is the second base umpire, 7th DS. Todd Tishner's the crew chief. If we need a review, he'll be the man to administer that. Chad Fairchild in left, Nick Marley in right. It is a 6-man umpiring crew. You add 2 umpires for the postseason. And all the pieces in place on this picture-perfect Saturday afternoon in Cleveland, Ohio. Just about 2 hours separating these two cities' drive time. This is going to be a fascinating series with matchups and moves and chaos and managers getting in the middle of every bit of these moments here in this best of 5.
And as AJ Hinch tells you, BA, they haven't seen us since the deadline, and we are a completely different team. So he said, going to be a lot of new matchups for both teams.
Stephen Vogt said the same, and there is a lot of scouting work that had to be done for the Guardians to get used to some of these new players. We'll introduce you as we go. We're ready for baseball. Adam Beck says play ball. Tanner Bybee's first pitch is swung on and fouled back by Parker Meadows, and away we go.